But let's continue. We got a story to do. We're traveling about. Have food. I have Krau's instructions in hand. If you're ready to set out, then so are we. Having been to Slavnir before, I can travel by ether. But what of the rest of you? Another sea village where waste time we do not have. Krau was of the same mind and has already secured the aid of the good folk of the confluence. We'll take ourselves there. Oh, confluence, that's... Yeah. I'm afraid so, my friend. Thou will recall the hunt for Iceheart, until the whose sanctuary we deliver the owing to the knowledge of our comrade Moonbrilla. Oh, here we go. That's her name, Moonbrilla. Moonbrilla was an authority on etherology, a field of study she did embark upon in pursuit of her parents' example. Both are authorities in their own right, and both are researchers at the confluence. Her parents. Haven't you gone to see them yet? I attempted to do so earlier, but to my shame, my courage failed me at the... It is... as it has the many times I thought to reach out to them at the faithful letter. Neither time nor introspection have revealed to me the words I should speak, and thus I have kept my silence. Whether you come with us or no is your choice and yours alone. It is too if it is too difficult, we'll manage. Thou art kind to say so, but I have no intention of forsaking our cause. I shall go to the confluence, and I shall face that which has long been overdue. If it's settled, then let us be off. When we arrive, we should look for a researcher named Kriti. So I guess we're just gonna teleport all the way there instantaneously. See, now I can't wait to use Masterful Blitz. If I knew that like hours ago, I would have put that on my bar and been messing with it. But it's okay. Like I said, we were completely fine, and I wasn't doing anything too strenuous. It's not like I was doing like, what is it, like a trial or a dungeon, so it's like, why I wasn't worried about it. But now I can like practice with it since I had that short amount of time to put it on there. Well now, there's a lot of stern faces. Are my library books overdue again? Not to our knowledge, we are associates of Krau, of the students of Baldesia. Passage to Fadnir. Understand that you can assist us? Ah, the test subjects. Welcome, welcome. Test subjects? Test subjects? Oh, you haven't heard? Well, then allow me to explain. So in order to travel to an Aetheryte, you ordinarily need to attune to it beforehand. Otherwise, you can't use it as a beacon to seek out while you're a mass of ether hurling along the life stream. An inconvenient but incontrollable limitation of Aetheryte transportation. What if I were to tell you that there's a way to travel to an Aetheryte without being attuned to it? A way to teleport instantly to places you've never been. For long years, we labored to make such travel possible that people might move about more freely And we've finally done it. We've created a new kind of aetheryte that doesn't require attunement. Really? That changes everything. Well, my language may have been a bit misleading. The user need not attune to these aetherytes. The aetherytes themselves must have been reattuned to each other, thereby facilitating travel between the 2 points. It just so happens that our first test pair of aetherytes, one had been installed here in Australia and the other over at Yamia, a port town in Lavneer. As you may know, our nation has long maintained strong ties with Radatan, and indeed we vow much to this breakthrough to the contributions of their alchemists. So to sum it up, we're to test these aetherytes. Fortuitous. I should mention that an accident has impaired my ability to channel aether. Will this be a problem? Not at all. As a matter of fact, you might say these aetherytes were made for people like your good self. The magic imbued within will whisk you away without any effort on your part. A veritable dream come true. Far be it from me to worry about such things. You have permission to make use of your shiny new adventure? The only permission required is yours. So assuming you're willing, we're all set. It may come to as a surprise, but we actually struggle to find test subjects. Most people have an unreasonable fear of their souls gradually disintegrating as they drift helplessly in the Heath Stream. It's a statistically unlikely event that something goes awry. But it's plain that you aren't most people. Mr. Crow truly knows how to pick them. If I might change the subject, our Master Wilfstone and Mistress Bayrada not present today. Oh, you didn't hear they recently resigned their posts. Their expertise was needed elsewhere. A large-scale project helmed by the Forum itself, if I understand. But I'm not privy to the details. Nice. Any other questions? No? Then let's get going before you change your minds. Please see to your preparations and head outside to the Aetheryte Plaza. I'll be along shortly. Interesting. The future is here. Can I actually tell it? Can I like my... Oh wow, look at that axe.
Right, we're all set. Just the 4 of you, was it?
3. I'm already attuned to the crystal in Thavnir.
You are? Oh, I would have preferred more test subjects. Oh, well, never mind. If our 3 travelers could line up here, please.
I do not like where this is going. I don't like this. But we're doing it anyway. Well, we're not on the other side of Stydian, then we're dead.
Right there is fine. Take a deep breath, and I'll soon have you soaring through the ether. Oh, and one last thing. You might experience a teensy-weensy touch of violent ethereal sickness. Good luck!
That would have been good to know before we did this.
What?
And we're dead. Well, that's the end of Ed Walker because we screwed up. Sadly, we died in the ethereal sea, our souls consumed. Thus, we could not save the world. Oh my god. Jesus Christ. Let's just randomly just shove us into. What a way to go.
Thavnir, home to city-state Rads Athar. Rising from the southeast waters of the Bounty, this Isle of Plenty served as the battleground for a conflict between two peoples. Their cultures bled into one another until a unique amalgamation was distilled from the chaos, in a process not unlike their precious alchemy. Once solidified as a single nation, an adamant stance of neutrality would hold invaders at bay. For a time.
Oh good, we're alive.
Now across this vibrant isle creeps a fog of malice. What choice do you have?
There's the sickness.
What chance? Against such an insidious foe.
Isabar. That near. Hurl again.
I've seen fairer faces after a bout of bad shellfish. Let me bring you something to drink. That should help settle your belly.
No! No! Bread. Bread. It's not.
There was a note with Kryle's instructions.
Oh.
Don't let a Stinian roam the markets alone. He's alarmingly bad with coin.
Oh, great. Gotta go. Gotta stop him. He's gonna use all the money. He's not gonna bring us a drink, alright. You managed to will yourself to your feet, but given your kitchen, you'll be able to reach an Stydian in time. Oh. Oh, I don't feel good. Oh. Oh. I don't. Oh, I don't feel good. Okay, enough jokes. That's enough of that. Ethereal sickness. No. I need 3 strength, something that helps with ether sickness. Greetings, green. Oh, welcome to that. I'm pleased to offer to you for a low price of 19,000 a. Oh no. Go! I shouldn't buy? Aren't you swindling? Actually, 1,800. Here's a bottle. Board the town. Oh. Oh. Okay. That's enough. Oh. Praise to the 12. My stomach. Or thanks to thee and the five fruits of this land. In time, excellent. Scared of Tataru's wrath. Sweet, sweet release. If you hadn't already, you could have yours too. Alright, I'm ready to get on with it. That last he truly worked wonders. Yeah. Back on your feet, I see. Thy hair. Ah, I bound it. It's the most I could do against the sort of shedding my armor. Oh. Can I ask where you got the cord for it? The local vendor, the man said. How much did it cost? 9,400 gil. It's told. It's nothing fancy, but incredible. I didn't say not even out to could hold a candle to you. It's not uncommon for merchants to set their prices high. Doesn't this seem excessive? I am inclined to believe what thine assessment. It does seem excessive, unnatural. Claiming Travnir as its dominion, the nation of Rahazah hath long thrived as a hub of common. So what happened? At the beginning, there were a Matanga tribe indigenous to this island. Over time, they came to be joined by other races. Through their intermingling, cultural, rich and distinct did emerge. From alchemy to textiles, the products of Hanish culture have come to be celebrated and covered the world over. Development only aided by the nation's prime location as a waypoint twixt east and west. All of this has combined to make a trading power of Azahan, yet such a status cannot be taken for granted. Nay, must needs be maintained through Judas' government. Bring it regulation. Bitter, which I see any benefit in, given that merchants at a gateway town are free to fleece hapless travelers and tarnish the reputation of the nation at large. Just so, that opportunistic pricing is rampant, though it suggests that oversight is much weakened. It may happen that the people have fallen upon hard times. Whatever the truth may be, it would be prudent to ascertain the current state of affairs. Prudent and practical, aye, not to lose by learning more. So here we see crowd's acquaintance. Shall we see what information we can gather here? Yeah. Excellent. We don't exactly get all to a fly. We didn't exactly get off to a flying start, but we'll make up for it. Don't worry. I don't want to get rid of them. Wait, is this a... Okay, this is an area. This is an area? Episode trader. Welcome, traveler. That's right, we're open for business again. Can sit willing. Oh. I feel like we picked a bad time to be here. On low tide. Right! Let us split up and make inquiries in town. Ronald, the pier is yours. Once we have learned what we can, we regroup by the etherite. Off-putting though the mere sight of it may be funny considering I already attuned to the etherite, so I feel like I'm gonna be sick again. Great group. In with fruits, but they are on the verge of spoiling, as if they have been left too long. Gazing out from the pier, you spy boats moored off near Island. Silhouettes of larger seafaring vessels farther away. Compared to other ports you have visited in the past, there appears to be very little activity. What am I doing? Oh, reading my sales. Still do it daily out of habit, though I don't know why I bother. Hardly sell anything these days. Business has never been this terrible, but I suppose things could be even worse. I could have a consortium keep afloat, like Kyle saying. I don't envy his position. Better to be alone with my little operation. I've come to realize you're a traveler by the looks of you. If you have a moment, perhaps you could pay. He'll be glad for tidings from abroad. Like as not, you'll find him at saltwater sales, harbor, guild building across the water from here. Oh no, this is a traveler. Or a rare sight in these unsettled times. People have been giving us a wide berth since that accursed tower suddenly appeared on Narunea. If it just stood there and loomed ominously, perhaps things would be fine after a fashion. But no, it had to spawn fell fiends as well. We still have our lives thanks to the Radiant Host. But business is as good as dead. What'll become of us? I need to go. Okay, so it's not government or anything. They can't do business because nobody will come here because they don't want to trek through the path of the tower. The tower has created fiends pretty much to blockade And essentially the scenes are choking the life out of this place because they're just being there. The Dalmatians aren't coming, but we already have everything they ordered. What are we supposed to do with it? I don't know, but yelling at me isn't gonna help. All I know is that their plans have changed, and that's that. Look, you must have known this might happen. The Empire is at war with itself, and the provinces are in chaos. And then there's the tower sitting on the doorstep, spitting out monstrosities. The city has its defenses, but we've been afforded no protection out here. We can't blame foreigners for not wanting to take the risk. But this will be an enormous loss. Alright, I forget about the Damascus. Surely some ships are still coming. We have fresh produce, handcrafts, medicine, all the fruits. Our consortium works closely with merchants and artisans to supply only the finest ware. Quality is guaranteed. I know all these things, Colonel. I do. Which is why I regret to say I have nothing for you. All voyages have been cancelled or they definitely postponed. And you are? Wait, you're a foreigner, you're not a merchant? Please tell me you're a merchant. That's a shame. I'm sorry, but we're discussing important. If you need something, please talk to others. Excuse me. My name is Matsuya, and I'm here to see. I'll come back later now. I remember, they're like more. They're, if I remember, the Beast Tribe are more like shy, like the shy types that don't like to like if they see you busy, they're not going to bother you at all, no matter how long you're going to be busy for, even if it's something important. It's sad. Yes, can I help you? Oh, I remember seeing you back in the day. You wanted to speak with Kazura too, did you? Fisherman for Aquila, and I know very good. I sell my catch to Kazura who offers it to foreign merchants, but he hasn't bought anything for a while now. When I heard that the consortium has been struggling, I became worried and decided to come and see him. Just as soon as he's free, anyway. He's a hard-working man, and they're not disturbed. Yeah, but you're a customer. I may ask, what is it that you do? I'm an adventurer. An adventurer? That you travel the world helping people? Then that must mean you're great at dealing with strangers. Please won't you teach me to be like you? I bought some fresh fish with me, the portion I couldn't preserve. I want to sell them. The problem is I'm terrible with people. Even I've only ever dealt with and I can't talk to customers without getting my trunk in a twist. But please, as silly as it might sound, will you not peddle the fish in my stead? Show me how it's done. Shove it on the market board. If you're willing, please let me know. We can begin one-on-one. Put it on the market board. The events to follow cannot be skipped. You may wish to cancel any pending duty finder registration. Okay. So you do it then? Show me how to deal with customers? I'm in your debt. Right. Please try peddling my fish too, shall we see? 3 people here. Alright. Oh, he's accompanying me. I'm kind of liking this accompany part. Like, just don't fall off the edge, kid. Step right up, the universe will fall apart, and you need fish, right? Yep. Get your fish. Get your fish before the world ends. Fish, fish. I got fish here. Fresh fish straight from the sea's bosom. Now. Fish! I got fish! Or your bosom fish are very fresh, but this is rather sudden. I need a fish right now. Oh. For the first time, I'm sure you're better with that customer. Okay. Okay, maybe that was too high strong. Maybe I should start talking to them. I just wanted to say that. I'm like, do you like fish? I've got like a ton of fish here. I need to get rid of this stuff. You want the fish? It's how cheap. Super cheap. A hawker, are you? You sell fruit by chance? So, I want to buy some Amra. Hey, there's... Why do you need so many? Buy for eating or for the mates? I'm a stopper, but no vessels coming these days. The wares are beginning to fall. By the same token, no thing is coming in from overseas. Not a day goes by that someone doesn't come along. I'm asking when the ship is arriving, and there's that. All of it wears me down, or anything. I know how you feel. For a little chat. For a moment. But I got my own. So what a positive impression. Let's move on to the north side now. I'm bad at this, okay? I'm gonna be honest. I never sold a thing in my life. I let the market board itself do the work. I don't like the fact that it's raining constantly. Feels disturbing. Fine, I'm rather busy. Oh god, my stomach's. Word sickness. No, nothing really useful. Get back to work. I just ate a little too quickly. It's just not side of your stomach, I can tell you. That I could, but I can't afford to be idle. Well, it's not like I'm trying to impress him. I want some fish. I did it. I need to build something of a relationship. Yeah. Thank you so much for your demonstration. It was truly eye-opening experience. Come with us. Are these meant to be failures? Nobody... I hate to say it, but nobody sadly is wanting to buy anything or do anything because... Economy. Economy is ash. Much for showing me how to talk to customers. So you didn't manage to sell any fish in the end. The way you fearlessly approached strangers gave me so much courage. When I peddle my wares, I'll remember your example and endeavor to be fearless too. Still, there's only so much I can do alone. That things will return to normal, as I assume. I thought I heard a familiar voice. Who should it be? What's... Oh, yeah. Have you finished your business? You were there too. Guys, I can't find any. With no ships coming in and hardly any going out, at this rate. Foreign goods. Oh. I want to help you, I do, but as it stands, I can barely help myself. I poured my all into the consortium. I'll be damned if I let it fall apart. I have friends and families depending on me. I won't fail them. The sisters as my witness. The sisters. As... Using what I've learned from you, I'm sure I'll manage somehow. I best return to my village. My thanks again, and please take care on the road. Alright, let me do this. I'm gonna complete this quest, and then I'm gonna do the side quests that are around, apparently, that just popped up. I see you've been busy, managed to learn about a tidbit or two, I trust? I see. We also heard the tower is affecting many locales' livelihoods, but to think that it would touch such an extent for another notable, if not wholly unexpected, discovery, disappearances and kidnappings are disturbingly commonplace. As before, the culprits are most certainly tempered Imperial soldiers. And as before, they mean to use the faith of the hapless thralls, call forth a lunar primal. Business as usual for the Lalafell. I think this is an Aetherite. Oh, Aetherite. Alright, do these quests in that. Oh. Shelling out. From a distance, I thought you to be a fishmonger. But now that I behold you up close, it's clear that you don't hail from these parts. Odd as your garments are, however, even I can tell that they are made for hard work. Lucky for you, I have just a task. I mean to make a necklace for an acquaintance of mine, but the design calls for shells pulled from a vicious aperture. As fine a crafter I am, I'm afraid hunting is quite outside of my wheelhouse. If you do the rough work in my stead, you would be well compensated for your work, for your time, and have my undying gratitude besides. I require 2 shells from the hulking beast. A simple feat for one such as yours. You say that, but... are these Matanga everywhere? Has this town fallen? Ah, your face, it is known to me. You were the warrior who fought for the mall. And the dam. I am Conrad. Or my own hero's journey. That now I am foolishly blundered into a Matanga. Why do these others walk without fear? Do they not care if they are slaughtered? These Matanga are not like those on the sea steppe. I do not doubt your word, but grandmother would always warn me if you encounter a Matanga. You turn tail and flee as fast as far as you can. Their tails were awful and bloody, and so now the very sight of them, terror rises on me. No, I cannot stay here. I must earn enough coin to buy passage from this nightmare as possible. You're worried about them? You should see what's outside of this area. I beg of you, stay at my side for a time, just until I meet with the Kanaka person the sailors told me about. She is said to have work that pays a fair wage, so I will see what she has for. You there, I take it by the hunger in your eyes that you're in search of work. As luck will have it, I'm in need of assistance, and I have the coin to make it worth your while. Usually, I haul these goods ashore myself, but today my back doesn't seem honorable to the prospect. If you could help an old merchant out, I reckon we both could. We both go to sleep today satisfied. Ah, very good, very good. I've marked on the map where the crates are to be delivered. Careful now, the fruits inside bruise easily. Give me a shout once you're done. Okay. 2 minutes. Okay. I'm a little busy, Estinian. Hold on, Estinian. I'm a little busy. Doing work. The rest of the shipments. Good. Oh, First time at the shop. Okay. I can tell that's outside. Oh. No crates in your hand? I take it that means the task is done. That particular shipment was packed to the brim with the region's finest fruits. Owing to this region's acceptable heat, they're sweeter than any other I've ever tasted. I was meant to deliver them to a client of mine in Lamenta, but no sooner had I set sail than I received word that my goods were no longer needed. A damned shame. But now that they're resting under the shade, at least they won't go to waste. That's life, eh? Sometimes the wind is at your back and sometimes you're left floundering. Other times you're stuck in bed on a beautiful day because your back is having none of it. But I tend to find that fortune smiles upon those with patience, as And they did today when I saw you strolling along the dock. Any road. Here's your payment for a job well done. Hi! Why is that young lady trembling so? You ask. You tell me. I've given up. I had a judgment and all you told me. Canacho was a Montanga. Could I ask you to speak with her in my stead? Coward. Welcome to the young traveler. And job to assign the right work to the right workers. Can I have your name? I'm Ron. That's it. No, let me jot this down. Why did it have to? Your companion, right? Alright. Understandable reaction. The Gajoro tribe have done much to stain the reputation of our people. You are looking for work, though, yes? Many have been forced to take what they can get since the troubles began. So I'm afraid all the simple jobs are gone. As for what's left, I only have tasks fit for seasoned fighters. Does that sound like something you could do? The Bane. The legendary... I'm not familiar with the name. You sound formidable indeed. Why don't we start you out with it? Escort duty then. A group of artisans settle to harvest materials and ask that I send any prospective protectors their way should I happen to enlist any. They already set up. It is our duty not to escort them? There's to be a ritual dance performed in the footsteps. They need incense and costumes for the dancers and such. The entire thing was decided rather suddenly, so there was no time to waste. These artists do they also include Batanga in their number? It was an us submitted the request. I hope that won't be a problem. Not at all. I look forward to fainting at the feet of my most feared enemy. Do not do this alone. Pray straight to the victor. The victor of the Nadang. And half the reward of this task. Plan to venture far, Liam. West, then you should soon come across your employer. Then that is where we shall be. You will find me there, yes. So, apparently, they know about the counterpart of their race that the Aziz Steppe deal with. Which means, and even she said, yeah, they sorry the good name of our own kind. Like, they make us look bad. And I wish they would stop. Hello. Hi! Oh, you must be our lead escort, yes? Stranger is your companion that while she's that's shaky. Not a bit before I shall have stay here. Beyond harm, perfect. You know, my people are already scattered across the wilds, and I wanted someone to roam around and ensure they were safe from attack. Is your friend perhaps frightened? I have met such travelers before. Well, no matter. If you could control the area as I asked, I must attend to my own harvest. Sure. Alone, keep an eye on her. Yeah, I can do that. Basically, we never... I don't think we've ever ran into the counterparts of their kind. And if we did, I probably wasn't paying attention. That is that. We're under attack! Oh! See if we can do this. So it works. So how do I keep it? Oh. Come on, give me it! Aww. I give up. Everything keeps attacking me and I don't know why. Okay. Must think me foolish. I was so absorbed in my task that I failed to notice the ground shaking. Still, my injuries are light and my satchel is full. Thanks to you, I think I can make it back to town in time to meet the others. What happened? Oh. Did you slay the beast? You slayed that one. That was a near thing. I took the first one by surprise, but the second, no one in my tongue stood in my back. My mind froze and my body refused. Grandmother taught that we should let fear wash over us like water, but to my shame, I could not have failed her more thoroughly. Not to sound ungrateful, Ron, but why did you follow me? Why did you think we were to patrol? Forgive me. I should have waited for orders instead of running alone, putting lives in peril. Come, we should return to our employer. I want to be sure that the wounded man reached safely. Okay, so the two... So I still have the lunar and the other one symbols. See, that's what I'm not gonna like about this. It's like, how do I keep that? Because if I'm supposed to rely on that to do major damage, then how do I keep it going? A colleague told me of his rescue. Although we had hoped for an escort from the start. Imagine if you hadn't come out. I've sent him and the others back to our workshop. So consider your duty with us complete. You have my thanks. As for your payment, hey, you can collect from him. Because yeah, these guys are gentle. So I guess that's what the story's going to be about with her, is probably you'll have to teach her not to. There you are. Your employer has expressed satisfaction with your work, so congratulations on the job well done. As a response to the recent chaos, the upcoming ritual was hastily planned, to say the least. As a consequence, the artisans have been hard-pressed to make everything ready. But when times are hard, the people of Thavnir rely on such traditions to renew their faith and bolster their hearts with the teachings of the divine. The death of an artisan would have thrown the whole thing into disarray, and thus your rescue was timely indeed. Please accept your payment, half each as agreed upon. Are you interested in further work? I may have something for you, if so. Give me a moment, and I will. Let me do this one quest. Like I said, I want to experiment with this. The whatchamacallit? The Mastable Blitz is so interesting. Oh, you can't just... Oh, wow. Oh, jeez. I don't know what I just did, but that looked like well beyond tornado kick. The normal tornado kick that we used to do. That felt like levels. I feel like, I'm gonna be honest, if they got rid of perfect balance and just allowed us to make beast chakras on our own, this probably would be more fun, but still, I just gotta get used to using perfect balance. I know, So what happens once the number reaches 0? Oh, okay, so when perfect balance disappears, the the beast chakra is closed too. The only ones that stay open is the lunar and the other one. The lunar and the yin and yang one. Solar and lunar, that's what they are. I think the solar is open. Very interesting. I'll get it. I mean, now knowing that really the rotation hasn't changed, the basic rotation hasn't changed, it's just they're giving up a button to play with that's in conjunction with perfect balance. I see you've been busy. You have the shells. Yes. These are what I seek. I meant to present my necklace to a woman with very discerning taste, but I thank you for choosing shells of such high quality. She collects and assesses taxation at Alnir, and her duties often bring her to this very port. We've become quite close over the past few moons. Only a few days ago, she sent me a charm to ensure my good health and fortune. My spirits was much invigorated, for it symbolizes her deep trust in me. I've heard tell these are shared among siblings to express their love for one another. Customary to send a gift in return. So I had it in mind to craft a sibling. Oh, is that how she thinks of me? I was certain it was something altogether different. Now that I say it out loud, I suppose I can still be happy with this arrangement. I'll look over her as a brother would. His love sister, keep her safe from harm. Yes. Anyway, I promise you recompense. Well, you can still try. You ain't gonna know unless you tell her how you feel.